searching for a recently. I've been counting on the hands of time. I love my body, I love my mind. With desire to out of place, out of space, floating higher.
When they ask me how we leveled up without us getting stuck, we just muscled up. This game spin, no one gotta tighten up, gotta muscle up, or you will get stuck in this.
Let's go for a ride.
I'm balling on top of that mountain. I'm on and I'm calling my.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Love what you drive. Today will not be a typical car review or walk around, but I am in Iwaki, Fukushima, Japan. I've been here for about a week, and I wanted to show you a small little car that I've been driving before and that I am very impressed about and I really love. So this is just the parking lot that I am in. And there's just different K-style cars, which is a small Japanese cars, and you can find this review in other cool rides on my channel. I will have that. This is not the car and this is not the car, but the car we are going to be looking at is this little truck. This is a 2020 Daihatsu Hijet 350 kilogram truck, or a pickup truck, and I drove this truck last year when I was here, and I will include some videos of last year. I will link up some of the cards up here, and I will include it in the description of the video, so you can see as I did some walk-arounds around the neighborhoods and saw cool cars. But I wanted to focus on this little truck today. They've had it for a few years, and I've been seeing it for a couple of years, and I've always wanted to just grab a video. We are going to take a look on the inside, outside, as we always do, the junk in the trunk, which, as you can see, not much, but the interior, the engine, and just some of the specs. Now, to just go off the website about this truck, this is a 2020 Daihatsu. It's a Toyota brand, and it's called a Hijet. It is powered by a 660cc engine with a 3-cylinder fuel-injected engine, producing a whopping 53 horsepower. Talk about being a speed demon. The transmission options on this was a 4-speed automatic or a 5-speed manual. This one came with the manual variant, so we will be driving and seeing how it works. It also comes with the 4-wheel drive variants, and they have a part-time switchable 4-wheel drive mode. This is the 4-wheel drive mode, and it's got a high, low, and a normal 4-wheel drive modes. The rear cargo capacity of this little truck is 350 kilograms, which is about 771 pounds. Therefore, it is called the Daihatsu Hijet 350 kilograms. It does come with power steering options, high and low beam headlights, taillights, turn signals, and a horn. It comes with safety belts, headrests, and lockable doors. It does have a 12-volt power outlet, windshield wipers, heat, air conditioning with temp control, and 3 speed fans. This is sold as the Hijet truck and also sold in other countries or markets as a Toyota Pixies truck. That is off the website, just to give you some specs of what we're looking for or what we're looking at. I couldn't find the tire size, but let's start with the wheel and tire setup. It looks like it does have disc brakes in there, but it is a very small. This is probably smaller than even a 14-inch wheel. The back looks the same. Here's my hand, and there's the wheel. That is not that big. But I mean, it is a small truck and a small tire. And the owner said they put on winter tires. So these are the Winter Max with a really good tread. Looking around this truck, they've had it for about 5 years already. Not a single rust spot. No dents even. Just such a nice little truck. This thing is we're about 15-20 minutes away from the coastline. And Iwaki, Fukushima, if any of you don't know where that is, Fukushima Prefecture is actually the place where in 2011, when the disaster happened, the earthquake and the tsunami, that's where the radioactive power plant where it melted and exploded. And the Fukushima Prefecture, this is the city Iwaki Taira. But just to give you a little bit of a geography location where I'm at, it's 2.5 hours north on a train from Tokyo. I'll put a picture of where that is. But this little truck is, like I said, I've been keeping an eye on this one every time I came to Iwaki, and I've always wanted to do a little video just to showcase some of the cars in Japan. I mean, there's so many. There's another one which is a Daihatsu, but it's called a Move. It's like a little K car. This is a Toyota Sienta, not the Toyota Sienna we are used to, and it's probably a 5'7" tall minivan compared to this one. But we're gonna go ahead and look at some of the features of this little car and see how it goes. But there are different variations of this Hijet. There are like vans that extend. They're little cargo vans. There's one that's a little bit more, like there's a little more cabin room. But this one is, this one. I love the color. There's nice silver that is all over the body of the truck. It came with this big rubbery floor mat. They do use this for moving and farming, so it's not the cleanest at the moment, but it's here. This is just a homemade toolbox that they put back here that has your typical basic saw. They do go on the fields a lot to help the local people. This is a non-profit organization here, so this is their truck. The non-profit is called Global Mission Japan, and this is just a community center here, and there's a church and a coffee shop, but this is the truck they use when they have to go out into the field. So one of the cooler features that are on here, I'm going to go start with the back. You unhook this, and obviously on this side, and you can let the tailgate down, and it goes all the way down. So now you have a open board, little truck. But if you come here on this side, you can also open this side, and now all of the sides drop, and you have a small little flatbed that, man, is so useful. Moving furniture, maybe farm equipment. Mind you, this is a four-wheel drive vehicle with 53 horsepower, but it's got enough little power for this little truck. So, cool feature. This is a step ladder here, so I'm gonna try to get up on here. And now we're up here. It's got this not a roll cage, but a rack that if you have to load something, you can load it up here. There's ties, and I believe there is a tarp that goes, it's in the car, it's folded up, but there's a tarp that you can go over and hook up to those hooks there. Let's put this massive tailgate back on. Such a simple design, very mechanical, very cool. Let's take a look under here. I know in America they take these little K trucks and they put Hayabusa engines and things like that. So very clean, no rust. Spare tire. Check out the massive tailpipe that comes out right here. I mean, this thing is tiny. So here I believe this, not sure what this box is for, but it does have a leaf spring system in the back and a small little shock. Here's the starter, transmission, and there's the oil filter right there. So the engine is actually right here, right under the cabin, and we'll take a look at that when we go inside. Yeah, it's got these window visors with the, I don't know if you can see, it says Hijet. Manual mirrors, manual everything actually, gearbox, windows, and cool little design. So let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. We'll start with the passenger side. What I like about this is this huge door. Look how big that door is. And it opens up and there's your cabin, or your cab. And when you look from here, it looks like a huge wing. It's a big door with the wheel well cut out. Here we have no power windows, no power door locks. Everything is manual. And manual windows. For 2020, I mean, that's still got the manual windows. And here is very basic rubber Hijet printed floor mat. Under here is just rubber mat that covers the floor. You got your placard here, Daihatsu Motor Company, Japan. Dash. What I like about Japanese cars is the little accessories. So this thing says maximum 3 kilograms. You flip this around, and now you got a little hook to hang your bag of groceries or whatever you may have, and then you just flip it around, put it back. This is the headrest. It's actually hanging off the back of the truck, or the back of the wall here. And the seats, I mean, that's not a lot of room. I'm 6 foot. Okay. So not bad. Pretty good. Pretty good on the legroom. The driver would sit there. We got a dome light. Got a sun visor. And we got the handle right here and the handle here. Very basic deep pocket right here. Very basic design, but very functional if it's just the work truck that you were using. I'm gonna do it here on this side so that we could see a little bit easier. Now to get under to see the engine, what we would do is there's a little button here. You bring this up, and so this comes down. There's a pocket back here, and you can see the headrest. But also, you would unhook this latch like that, pick up the seat, and that exposes some of the engine. Here's the oil filler. Here's your radiator. There's actually even a jack right here. Windshield washer fluid. And there's the engine. It almost looks like a motorcycle engine. Down there you can see the front wheel drive system. And to get that seat does the same thing to open up and to get on under here. Then you would just drop it, pick this up, that locks, and then you would go ahead and latch it up like so. There's that. Let's go on the other side. This is the fun part. Again, no power windows, no power door locks, your basic manual windows. It does have seat belts, and it mentions it because maybe not all of them do. You got a cup holder here. Then let me get the keys out. Right here you got the cargo, or the bed. Yeah, cargo light. I'm gonna put this key. This is a 2020. Turn that on. There's our light. Cargo light. You can see the radio going off. Just AM, FM radio. That's it. Little speaker here. What else do you need? You got a cup holder here, and we got two more cup holders here, right there, and a tray for your belongings. Let's get inside. Now before we get inside, you got your gas, brake, clutch. No hood latch here, as there is no hood. Let's take a look under this side. Again, you flip this latch here, unhook this latch here. Now we lift this up. And that exposes this side of the engine. You got your fuse box here. Yeah, a very interesting design. Very cool. Then I drop that here. Latch it here. So this was the, I believe, the tarp. Let me open this up. So this says Hijet. So I think that's the tarp that will just cover up maybe just this flatbed, or maybe it could go all the way up here. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, there's hooks. You hook them, and that probably covers that. So that's that. Not sure what that is. Oh, just a Velcro. But this seat, the other one does not, but this one does move with the flick of this lever. So let's go ahead and get inside. Okay. This is the gauge cluster, very basic. This light means that the handbrake is on. You got oil, battery, coolant temperature, check engine, seat belt, and steering wheel. Maybe that's the power steering fluid. Odometer shows 41,000 kilometers right now. It's got about a 3/4 of a tank. A very basic, very simple steering wheel. Nice and small. Here's my 6-foot tall position. Clutch, brake, gas. I do have the 5-speed manual if you ever wondered which way the gears shift. It is like the American gearbox. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before coming to Japan, I always thought, which way do the gears shift? Do they go 1 this way, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or because the steering wheel is on the right, does it go this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Nope. It still does the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the 4-wheel drive system. Right here. Here's the just the rear diff locker, I think. This, a lot of the cars have it here. This is for the light, I think, adjustment, the headlights, to go up and down. And your radio. Definitely a lot of storage. There's one here. There's one here. There's all of this here. There's one there. There's here, and here's the, for the 4-wheel drive, the high, neutral, and the low. That's it. You just kind of switch it off, switch it up like that, and that's it. And then you have another coat hanging hook. Push that button. Boom. Yeah, very basic, very cool. Sun visor, and that's it. Now, here's another truck right there. It's the same one, but it does have that topper over there. So if we kind of stick around, just watch the trucks or cars go by, you'll see that's a Hijet van right there, which is a little cargo van. And here we have AC, your windshield, feet, vent, heater, and cool 12-volt charging port. Let's start it. Clutch in. Check the gear. When it started, noise came from under here. Probably can check on your engine vitals if you really needed to. This thing is really easy to drive. I'm gonna go get a clip so that I can use both hands, and we'll go for a little test drive. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven. It's just up the street. A little rough. Everything's backwards here. Not everything, just driving on the left hand side. But if you do plan to come to Japan, you can go through AAA and get an international driver's license. If you get pictures there, I think it's like $37 and you have it for a year. And yeah, and you can drive if you have a American driver's license. You can drive it, and or you can get it and have no issues. Okay, so this is what it does. This little thing down here. If you look at the lights on the back of the car, picks them up. So it's like automatic adjustment. clutch is really soft. Gears are pretty short. Fourth gear. There's 7-Eleven. Here we are. Gotta get a few things here. It's almost like you don't even need a first gear. This thing is so easy to drive. Very small. You're sitting over the wheel. Okay, there we have it. Well, anyways, this was the Daihatsu Hijet. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys in the next one.